everyone, my name is Maggie Ayers and I'm an undergraduate biology major at UMass Amherst. Today I will be discussing the methods I use to source articles for my literature review on the topic of AI writing and its bioethical implications in medicine. With the expanding use of artificial intelligence in the medical field, the bioethical implications of this new technology have become an increasing concern. This review aims to analyze how healthcare systems around the world have implemented policies and frameworks that protect patient information and consent. Analysis of these systems will help build a foundation for future policies that work in conjunction with developing AI tools. To collect the most relevant and information-rich articles, I use the search engine Google Scholar along with ScienceDirect and Web of Science databases. The UMass Library website provides these databases free for students and makes them easily accessible. I have used these databases in previous biology-focused writing assignments and have found them simple to navigate and trustworthy sources. For this topic, I wanted to ensure that my articles had a focus on AI and a foundation in science, so ScienceDirect and Web of Science proved the most helpful in this goal. Once I determined which databases I would extract my articles from, I used several search terms to generate articles relevant to my search. These terms include bioethics, artificial intelligence, ethics, AI policy, healthcare, AI writing, patient consent, and patient information. These terms alone generated thousands of articles. Many of them were not relevant to my topic. To refine this search, I would combine terms using and or. Doing so would generate articles that contain both terms, narrowing my search. For example, I searched bioethics and artificial intelligence. With this search, I was able to find more specific articles that address both ethical concern and the growing use of AI. To determine the credibility of my articles, I entered each link into a peer review checking system that determines both whether the article is peer reviewed and if there is apparent bias in the article. The site comes from the University of Queensland, Australia. I entered the URL of each of my articles into the site, and if it was peer reviewed, a small icon would appear, telling me that the source was trustworthy. A peer-reviewed article ensures that the article was checked over by critics and confirmed as a veritable source. Publication dates were not as concerning, as AI is a newer topic, so most articles were published within the last 5 years. However, if an article was published beyond the 5-year mark, I decided against using it since AI has expanded greatly in the past few years. I was also able to see how many times each article was cited by other authors. With many citations, I determined that the source was valid as it was found useful by a multitude of different authors. The titles of each source are what drew me into them immediately. Reading through the abstract and introductions of each source allowed me to assess their relevance to my topic. After the first 3 sources, I was able to clarify exactly what my literature review would entail, and from there find articles that supported my first 3 foundational sources. My approach to collecting relevant articles began with finding appropriate databases and then using terms to generate sources that address different aspects of my topic. The main challenge throughout my methods was identifying what approach I was going to take to support my topic. I ultimately chose governmental policies as a foundation for bioethics and AI and found sources that supported them from there. Each article needed to be distinct enough from one another to create an original synthesis of ideas, but related enough to connect in a meaningful way. The most useful strategy was to read over the introduction and find the research gaps that the article was addressing and comparing those to the other articles. Overall, the research process proved successful with 2 review articles and 3 primary research articles that sufficiently support my topic.